ADHD, 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 it's alive. ADHD, 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 it's alive.
Little studio setup, who dis? What's going on, everybody? It's the host of the ADHD 2 Life podcast, Malachi speaking. I forgot, I don't really use headphones when I record my podcast, so this is a very new sound for me. It's also a very new sound for me as well because the studio has been moved. Oh yeah, moved. I tell you what, it was a pain in the abacus to break down and set back up, but it'll be worth it in the end. We're currently set up close to where we used to be, and I will say it's coming along quite well. Pretty good. It's coming along pretty good, not gonna lie. The acoustics I still have to adjust, and I have to add a couple of pads here and there. But other than that, it's coming along pretty good. I don't have any lights up. Forgive me. Wow. I'm very tired. I don't have any lights up yet, but all in all, it's still a pretty solid setup. We had to switch the TVs, that way we could watch TV in the living room still, and she could have her dual screen set up as well. So we basically both have dual screen set up, and we have the 32 in the bed in the living room and the 50 something in the bedroom. Only because the one of the screws is for like mounting the TV. It's busted out. Honestly, I believe it was like that when I got the TV. I should have checked the TV more thoroughly. I was just happy to get that TV. I was like, yes, this is an upgrade right here. Then I got the other one, which went to my brother. And now that one's coming back, but I'm like, I don't need it. So you can have that, sir. We got our little setup right here. We good. We Gucci. I do miss that. What was it? I keep thinking it's a 58 inch. I want to say it was a 58 inch Samsung. It was not. It was nice. If it was 4K, I would have kept that joint, but it wasn't 4K. And then my 55 was 4K, so it was just like, I don't know. I made a choice. I made an executive decision to get rid of the big TV, only because it wasn't 4K. And I'm like, well, why don't I need 4K in the bedroom? I want 4K in the living room, yo. Keep me at the TV for a little bit. So ended up swapping the TVs out and gifting that one to my family a while ago, actually. I'm surprised to see they still have it. Well, my brother has it now. Let me get my agenda up. I was tracking my mileage and stuff in my phone, in my notepad. Here we go. Me and Alex had date night on the border in Concord, North Carolina. We had good food, good service, good music, good scenery. Like, it was really good vibes all around. Except for the people we got sat next to. They were arguing amongst themselves the entire time, and that was weird. I'm like, why would you sit us over here? You knew they were unhappy. We seemed like we walked in, we were happy people. I wanted to take her to Razu's, which is a spot where you can get the alligator. You can try the alligator. Is it crocodile? I can't remember which one it was. Fried alligator or fried crocodile, something like that. I just wanted to take her somewhere she's never been, go out on a date or something. Now, it will make you go to the bathroom. Because, like, I guess, I don't know. Like, it might have been what I ate that night at the restaurant, but I had the same thing happen twice. So, like, I went there, ate, and then the next day I ate my leftovers, and my stomach was feeling a little off again. So, and my stomach never feels off with Mexican food, never. I got the sausage, rib, pulled chicken, rice, refried beans, guacamole, cheese, pico, and fresh tortilla rolls. I got all that. They cost too. Oh my gosh, that thing was expensive. And I'm like, you know, if you're gonna go out for a date night, you might as well go big or go home. I also had this mixed drink. I couldn't tell you what it was. Dude, it said it so fast, and I was like, yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. And he just kept them coming. That and the water. All in all, it was a great date night. I had fun. Alex, I hope she had fun as well. Forgive me. I grabbed a deal on some equipment on the Facebook Marketplace, yo. Like, this was a steal. This was a steal. Because, like, I'm about to name off the items that I got. And you can look them up if you want. You can look them up if you want. But, like I said, it was a steal. I got the Roland Voice Transformer 4. I got a Shure microphone. A Mogami cable. Hercules mic stand. All for $50. And mind you, this is valued at $420 retail price. For everything. Altogether. That's just a rough estimate. $50. All I had to do was go take the time out of my busy schedule to drive the hour and go and get it. And I was like, heck yeah, I'm going to go and get that. Because I could use all of that, actually. I can use all of that. Then I found another deal where I'm about to get like 7 or 8 XLR cables, great cables too, more Mogami cables, a mic stand, not a mic stand, 7 or 8 Mogami cables, and a case I can hold my microphones in. That's a pretty sturdy case. It's more expensive than the Gator case. I can't remember what's the next most expensive one that they have. Not most expensive, but the next expensive one. Whatever that one is, that's what the case is. It's pretty big too. And I'm like, well, shoot, if I get something like that, I can fit all my stuff in here. Just change the foam padding out, and boom, bada bing, and carry all my stuff in one case. There we go. It's coming together. It's coming together, man. I can't wait to start doing my little open mic stuff. But I'm gonna make sure I have everything I need before I do that. We've been rearranging the apartment for my brother's move-in, which was this upcoming Saturday, not this upcoming Saturday, next Saturday. But he called me today, and he's like, "Hey, what'd you say again?" He said we changed the date till Saturday, so we're gonna be up there Saturday. Man, we're gonna move the stuff in. I've already got everything out of there. Literally everything. We got the living room TV, surround sound, moved into the bedroom. We've got a chair and a stool outside for when it gets warm. You can sit out there on the patio and just relax. We got a grill coming. Had to rush to Walmart because it started downpouring out of nowhere. And I knew it was gonna rain. I just didn't think it was gonna rain. And it had been gloomy all day. But on the way back from buying the equipment, the reason why I say this is on the way back from buying the equipment, because it was raining, but it wasn't raining hard. It was like a drizzle. And I got back and it was like, oh, there's no rain going on here. About an hour or two later, it starts coming down a little bit. All right, yeah, we gotta go get that tarp. While we in Walmart, you can just hear it hitting the roof, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this rain is that chair about to be soaked when we get back. And I was right, it was wet. It was crazy wet. So was the little table too. I was like, man, that was an awesome idea. Then it just went kaput. We got the tarp back. Okay. All right, so we get back from Walmart. We put the tarp over the chair and the table, prevent anything else from getting wet. I check it the next day, nothing else is wet. So that idea went from kaputs to yay! And that was that. We were working on putting a grill back there, going to get one. Like, I was gonna go to to the dollar store, get one of the cheap ones, get the charcoal, and then I can just learn how to grill. If it messes up, I ain't got a lot of money into it, and just get another one. But I was gonna teach myself how to grill because I was younger. When I was younger, I was like a chump. I didn't want to learn how to grill or cook. I just wanted to play with my toys, my friends, and whomever I had as a girlfriend. That's all that mattered to me. Cooking, it was like, nah, mom and dad would cook forever. One day I decided to move out of the apartment, and boom, who's not cooking anymore? Mom and dad. So I essentially had to teach myself how to cook over time. I remembered some of the recipes that they had taught me when I was a kid, but a lot of things like how they do their chicken. Oh, their chicken's so good. How they do the steaks. We ate a lot of chicken and steaks, and like the potatoes, the mac and cheese, that good old home cooking, that soul food, that cornbread, them collard greens, them yams. Oh, stuff like that. For some reason, I was just like, nah, that knowing how to do that is irrelevant. I need to learn how to chase booty. And that's what I did. I learned how to chase booty instead and play the saxophone. That was terrible. But it's all good. Everything's working itself out. I ended up getting this little disposable grill, a little cheap thing that they use for camping. And I got to cook us some hot dogs on it. And 2 pieces of chicken. And the chicken took a little long to cook. It took a while to cook, actually. The hot dogs, they finished up in no time. But all in all, it was pretty decent. I got to test out my little grilling skills for a little bit. And there's not much to it. It really isn't. It's not much to it. I don't know why I overhyped it in my head, but that's all I'm going to say about the grill. I'm going to start talking about other things. If you live in North Carolina, if you got what time it is, it's time to pay some property tax. Go and get that vehicle inspected and see, I can't even get my words out today. Something is like I do apologize, guys. I'm mentally blocked today, and I can't even form complete sentences. I think it's due to the anxiety of this week. It's been a really, really stressful week. And you can tell that I've been stressed because my face is breaking out, and I'm starting to gain a little weight because I've been eating. A lot of snacks, too. Sugary snacks. I've been drinking sodas. Eating a lot of chocolate and sugar. It's rough, man. It's rough, I tell you. I gotta get my vehicle inspected, which is why I brought up, having to pay that property tax. I gotta go there. I gotta go get my car inspected at some point. And then I gotta pay Uncle Sam, the quick $150. What is it? $150. What they want for this thing? Yeah, I think they want $150 this time. I remember it being like $181 last year. I don't think it's $181 anymore. This was they want $150 now, but the previous year they wanted $181, and then they wanted an additional like 50 something for my Cavalier. But the Cavalier is no longer with us, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. For real, man. Dude been pimping us out for years, all these taxes and stuff. You'd think we'd be revolted like now, like they did in Chicago, get ourselves a rep and put an end to this highway rivalry, but no, Pikachu knows everything. It's okay. I'll crawl down that rabbit hole one day, just not today. I just realized, y'all, that I'm 24 years old, almost 25. Dang, I'm almost 25. Anyway, I'm about 5 years away from turning 30, and I've already got a bald head by choice. I just think that having to constantly do my hair is a waste of time. Like, think about it. You have to touch it every time you go somewhere. You constantly have to keep it cut so you don't get split ends, and you have to pick it out or brush it depending on your hair type. And I wouldn't mind if I had to do it once a day, but any kind of activity for me, such as like putting on a jacket or taking off a shirt, ruins it. Or let's say you've got that really good hair like me, and you've got everybody wanting to touch your hair and run their fingers through it. So it's not fun having to keep redoing it. And let's say I'm doing dirty work, I'll end up with like the dirt and stuff in my hair. I don't know, maybe that'll change when I'm older, where I'll have time to sit down and get my hair done, get it all neat, edged up, learn how to edge up myself because I don't trust these barbers. They've been messing me up. That's why I said it's been rough. I just know for right now it feels good to roll out of bed and not have to worry about my hair. Just throw on a hat or, shave it, go to the job interview, and the first thing they see is top of my head is not a rat's nest. And I think that prevented me from getting a lot of the jobs back in Virginia. And when I went and applied for my machining jobs, it's like, I had a very big afro and I had my hair in a ponytail. I didn't actually shave my head until I got the job at Structure Medical. So even then, it was like, why shave your head? You've already got the job, dude. I know what you're thinking. And for those who were with me at Structure, they know that I grew my hair out again there, and it was long, and I ended up cutting it again. And it's like, I go periods where I keep the hair, and I go periods where I don't have the hair, and it's like right now I'm torn between keeping it and cutting it, because like my parents said, I can always hide the spot that I think stands out a lot, but for me being me, it's like I know it's there, so I just can't comb it over, and I'd feel guilty about that, man. I'd feel guilty as hell. And I know what you're gonna say. I can get it braided, and in my eyes, that's another thing that's just gonna cost me time and money. Like 2020 taught me a thing or two about time and finances, that they are both limited. That I must do what I have to do to get the most out of my time, and I must have a career, because during what we just went through, still going through, like, jobs are cutting hours, they're cutting corners, which means less money in your pockets and my pockets. I've got to figure out what's going to make me happy and allow me to make a living, and like I hope you guys do the same, because like, who said we had to settle for what these jobs are paying us? I know people out there getting it every day, and I commend them for it. Like, they were already working for themselves. The pandemic was just confirmation for them to keep going, because time is money. Wow, I didn't mean to get all speechy there. Whoops. All right, we're going to talk about something positive, music. I've been doing a lot of EQing with my songs, which is why I haven't really released anything lately. And I want to start producing quality music. And if it takes a while for me to post something, then later down the road, I'll be better off. Versus quick write, quick record, quick mix, make it sound good, and post. Like, I'm scratching that method and learning what it takes to make a quality song. Because Drake said this one. He's like, or was it whoever he sampled somebody, I think. Real music gonna last. All that other bullshit's gonna be here today and gone tomorrow. And then it just like cuts into another beat with Jay-Z. cuts into another song with Jay-Z. That's fire. Top 5. But yeah, I'm gonna scratch that method, like I said, and learn what it takes to make some quality music. I'm trying to be great. I'm trying to leave a legacy, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna call it. I've honestly run out of things to talk about, and hopefully next week is more eventful. Yeah, that's it. That's it for today. I mean, I'm gonna go see some friends this weekend, hopefully before it storms. But other than that, I mean, I've already bought all my bread, water, milk, and cheese, so I don't have to go out there and fight everybody else for theirs. That's it's weird. It's like the pandemic. Everybody needs toilet paper and paper towels and Lysol and masks. When they say it snows, forget the toilet paper, forget the paper towels. We need eggs, cheese, milk, bread, granola, yogurt. Oh man, they need all the meat. They just what? Where do they do this at? I'm sure there's another thing that we do as humans. I just find those things interesting. With the how the pandemic, we didn't need anything else but the paper, but your toiletries. And when it snows, you just need stuff to eat. If y'all know of any weird things I don't think they're weird, but I view them as that doesn't make any sense. Let me know if you guys find any weird trends that we as humans do. With that being said, that's the podcast for the week. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to leave a like, comment, download, subscribe. Cuss me out in the comments if you hate it. I mean, just really get in there and tear me a new one. JK, don't do that. That'll hurt my feelings. Alright, guys. Take care. Peace.
ADHD, 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 it's alive. ADHD, 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 ADHD.